The city of Jackson's water problem has captured US and international attention.
It was bad.
For Shaquille Washington, living in subsidized housing, running a hairdressing business as a single mother has been hard, especially when water supplies were cut off during the extremely cold winter in 2021.
It was real bad when it was literally frozen outside, like the pipes were frozen and cars were sliding on the road and everything. I'm not trusting it. I'm not trusting it at all. Like some people out here, when our water pressure came back up, some people water was clear. Some people water was kind of brown.
The National Guard was brought in to help during a water supply breakdown after floods last August and again in December when temperatures were below freezing. Each time the water starts flowing again, it's potentially contaminated and there's a risk of disease.
Residents in some of Jackson's neighbourhoods are regularly told to boil their water before using it. But the reality is, even once the orders are lifted, they don't trust the water system and they choose bottled water instead.
Like many residents, Shaquille relies on it for drinking, cooking, cleaning and brushing her teeth, but the costs can add up. Non-profit Springboard to Opportunities has the country's longest-running guaranteed income program called the Magnolia Mothers Trust to support women like Shaquille Washington.
The families that are being impacted the most by the ongoing water crisis are the families who already have the most to lose. But I don't think they're challenges that are unique to the ecosystem of this country. I think that we are having infrastructure issues as it relates to neglect coming against climate change.
The National Association for the Advancement of Coloured People says the water problems in Jackson, where 80% of residents are black, comes from a lack of investment in the city.
These are environmental racism issues. You know, these are systemic and structural racist issues. They exist everywhere. They definitely exist in our neighboring southern states, but nowhere like they do here.
The Environmental Protection Agency denies discrimination, but the agency is overseeing a review. And the city has just received $800 million in federal funding to start fixing the water supply. But in a reflection of just how bad things have become, officials say billions of dollars are needed to rectify years of neglect. Caroline Malone, CGTN, Jackson, Mississippi.